By the way, top of the month, for those who don't know, is when we essentially put aside stories, videos, all the top goofs throughout the month that I think we could have a great conversation about, and we just go at it. I've got a huge list of super interesting stuff to talk about here. This video shocked me, you guys. So you guys remember Humongous. So the story is that in Seattle, they're thinking about adding a new police station in the north precinct of the city, which apparently is an urban, more dangerous, drug-riddled place. The police station is very expensive, and Humongous came here. He spent his time to come participate in democracy, which many people say they can't do. I mean, who among us spends time to go to city council?
Nobody.
That's like someone who really cares about their community. Thank you, Ela. That's true. Pretty much nobody.
That was a DJ Khaled.
Nobody.
Nobody.
So he's here spending his free time, and he's saying, I think the police station's a great idea because I trust our police. They saved my daughter. Well, as he'll say, they took my daughter off the street because she was addicted to heroin, and they helped me a lot. And I personally think it's a good idea, which is a complete, you may disagree with him, but it's a perfectly defensible point. So it starts with Rudy giving his testimony.
Totally for a safe, learning, healthy environment in the North End. I'm pro-precinct. I believe it's a positive move in our public safety north of the Ship Canal. I have plenty of people that support it, of all different backgrounds in the North End.
Where are they? Shut up.
You didn't come with a mob of people.
Yeah, you didn't come. Seriously, they came with a cult. So let's see how they respond to him.
I'm here. I'm here.
No interrupting the other speakers, please.
I want to say this, is I want to thank the North Precinct for getting my heroin-addicted daughter off the street and availing her an opportunity to get well.
Is she white? What the fuck? What does that matter?
I don't know. It's just insane.
The police helped my daughter get off the street who's addicted to drugs. Yes, but was she white?
How is that the first question that you're going to ask him?
I guess okay, so if I can try to empathize with their position, is that minorities in that precinct are targeted by police, more targeted by police. Okay. So they're like, yeah, of course, they helped the white girl. But here, this is the great irony. This is the best part. Listen to this. She's Latino. She's not even white. Humongous is Latino.
It's just so gross to even have that discussion.
Absolutely.
Is she white? No, she's Latino. Like, I don't know. It's so gross.
Absolutely. Look, there's lower class white people.
Someone who needs to get off the street because of drugs, does it matter if they're white or not?
No, it doesn't. But I love this twist that it ends up she's Hispanic. It's like, fuck you.
She's Hispanic, Latino, Chicano. We're proud of our heritage.
He's such I love this guy. How sick. What a smooth motherfucker, man. He's such a graceful, he's a hero. But honestly, in my mind, I'm like, what happened in there? Because maybe he was inappropriate. And now seeing this, he's fully vindicated. Fully and completely vindicated.
Yeah.
He did nothing to deserve that treatment. They were hostile from the very beginning.
I respect you when you speak.
Hey, excuse me.
That sounds like you are coughing.
This is like...
What was that
Is
noise?
that not the best triggered sound ever? Like, that's an actual, like...
Right now. I respect you when you speak.
Hey.
It sounds to me like you're coughing there in the background.
This world we live in is full truly bizarre people and things to behold.
There has been
What? They keep going.
several interruptions. I'm going to allow him a couple
Rudy's
more seconds.
just like, what am I dealing with?
Yeah. They're not even letting him talk.
He's
Like, at least be polite.
Well, you can clearly understand why after coming out of this, he's like, my name is Humongous, which is honestly a really nice way of saying fuck you.
Wrap up his comments. I need you to wrap up your comments, though, because I'm trying to stay on time.
What I have to say doesn't matter. It's true. Because I live in I'm really, seriously, what matters is what everybody else has to say. We support this precinct. We think it's an important investment for public safety in the North End.
Thank you.
What are they doing off screen? Rudy's looking off screen in like pure shock and disgust,
Yeah.
and you can't hear anything.
Yeah, I don't really understand the full argument here.
Well, they're just saying don't open the new precinct.
This money needs to go to people who need housing, to people who need food, to people who need...
So her argument is that that money should be used on other community
Mm-hmm.
projects, which again is a defensible, fair position.
It's just so amazing to finally have this footage.
Oh my God, it's so insightful because I always wondered.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought that was absolutely fascinating.
Next story.
This is one that's hot, you guys. The CNN blackmailing the memer on Reddit who made the Trump wrestling the CNN logo. This shit blew my socks off, you guys. So as you guys probably know, it was everywhere in the media. So he tweets this out. It says fraud news, CNN, FNN, fake news network. All right. I'm going to open it. Clearly, it has 600,000 likes, 350,000 retweets. Clearly, and it depicts him from the wrestling days when he tackled Vince McMahon and punched him in the face, and they put CNN logo on Vince McMahon's face. Clearly a very distasteful thing for the President of the United States to tweet out. It's kind of an interesting time when a sitting president can tweet something like this out. Okay? So CNN got super butthurt about it, but when it happened, I'm like, CNN has the high ground now. Like, they just be like, that was super unprofessional. You're the president, grow up, and they move on. But that's not what they did. They were in the high ground, in my opinion, and I was like, good for them. Now look at this shit. How CNN found the Reddit user behind the Trump wrestling gif. So they start digging into where this gif originated. Mm-hmm. So they says CNN is not publishing his name. They says his Reddit account, Han Asshole Solo, because he's a private citizen who has issued an extensive statement of apology, showed his remorse by saying he has taken down all of his offending posts, and because he said he is not going to repeat this ugly behavior on social media again. In addition, he said his statement can serve as an example to others not to do the same. So they get a hold of this guy, and they make him apologize for making a fucking meme. Like, let's get over the doxing. That they says CNN reserves the right to publish his identity should any of that change.
What I don't understand is it doesn't work for the president. He just made a meme on the internet.
It's so pathetic. It's so pathetic. When I read this, I'm like, I can't be understanding this right.
Yeah.
CNN went after a Reddit user for making a meme. Who, before the president tweeted this out, it was completely innocent. So, like, how is he responsible for the president? He doesn't work for the president. Mm-hmm. And then they make him publish this pathetic apology. Listen to what they says about it. He showed remorse by taking it down. And he said he's not going to repeat this ugly behavior again on social media. It's a fucking silly gif.
And then they start talking about how he made racist posts and stuff. Like, the same thing that happened with Ken Bone.
Right.
Like, why are you going... It doesn't even matter who the person is. Why even start going there?
It's not relevant at all. It's so pathetic by them. And like before this, I was kind of defending CNN. The way the president treats CNN, I think, is completely unprofessional and unwarranted. But after this, I'm like, this is so pathetic. It's just a guy on the internet making a joke. And now all of a sudden he's on trial. Like, who cares if he's a racist piece of shit? It's just a meme. Like, I don't see why he should be on trial at all.
Even if he's full-on racist, disgusting person.
Yeah.
What does it matter?
Doesn't matter. Trump didn't commission him to make it. I was so blown away by this, you guys. I'm like, man, I can't believe what this shit has come to. And they like stood by it. They put it on the front page proudly. And I'm like, CNN is blackmailing someone who made a meme. Because I was just in shock. Now everyone's making CNN memes, and honestly, rightfully so. They barked up the wrong tree. I can't believe that they thought that was a good look for them. They had the high ground. Just be like, that was super unprofessional, Mr. President. They're like this butthurt, like, soccer mom. So here's a great one. So Ellen did this segment on her show where she catches, on a hidden camera, one of her guests stealing. And she handles it in a way that is really quite cringy and hard to watch.
Started
Let's take a look.
So before the show, I put out some Ellen products with a sign that said only one per person. I just wanted to see how honest my audience was, you know?
Have you guys seen Ellen dance, by the way? Unbelievable. Let me tell you, that lady can dance.
But how do you know if it was the real Ellen or the fake one?
You should applaud yourselves. It's really tough to, because, you know, nobody's watching, you don't think. But we set up hidden cameras just to make
Looks
sure.
like an elf.
So watch how honest this lady is right here.
We probably wouldn't know. But like,
Watching these
Fake.
girls, you think it's fake? I mean, I would not doubt it for an absolute split second.
I tell you by the way it's almost like they're doing it for the video.
That's what I was gonna say. Is the
They probably wouldn't know. Like, no one would say that. If it was real, they'll just say, oh, I'll take another one from my girlfriend.
but they're with their friends. They're having a great time.
I get the feeling that it's fake.
Then you're probably right. I was gonna say it's watching these like grown women like freaking out over Ellen merch is something to behold. Here's a hat that says Ellen on it. It's not that big of a deal, you guys. I wouldn't even recommend wearing that in public. But what do I know?
So that's for you for being honest. You don't have to buy it now. Look
Here's a $10 merch hat. Congratulations.
at that. All right. That's so amazing. I mean, any of you could have taken more than one thing, and you didn't. Except for these ladies right here.
Oh, there she is. So this is when it gets really, really rough.
Okay.
So these girls, I guess what happened was Ellen said, as part of her social experiment, she's a YouTube prankster now.
That's so embarrassing that...
Dude.
Oh my God.
So this
I don't know. Okay, yeah.
does
go
does the punishment fit the crime? I don't think so.
on. No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So this one girl who's in the audience now, and she taped her in secrecy, took like an extra pin. I can't imagine that pin cost more than $5.
No.
And so now she's got her on the camera showing her crime and humiliating. How many people watch Ellen? Like 5 million people?
Yeah.
So she pretty much ruined, kind of ruining
That's
her
why
life.
I was so quick to say that it's got to be fake because, like, I don't know, maybe they need their permission, right?
Well,
to do that
no, they get their permission because they're on.
afterwards. But
No, before. They sign a release when they go on the show because they're in the audience. So they sign a release before they even enter the building. They all sign releases. So let's measure the crime and the punishment here. So she's here being absolutely humiliated, not just in the crowd, but to everyone watching. That's millions. Everyone who knows her is going to see this.
Then she goes back and she returns one of her stolen items and she switches it out for a hat.
Well, she didn't
Well,
steal an
this-
additional item.
Yeah.
It shows some character. Like, she didn't steal any more. I mean, Ellen's like, oh, this bitch stole one of my hats, and now I'm going to ruin her life.
All right. Hi.
This has got to be one of the
oh my
most
God, I wanna
cringy,
die.
uncomfortable things I've ever seen on television. Like, I don't know where she gets off with this moral high ground, too. It's like, this woman probably makes $25,000 a year.
Yeah.
Ellen's a billionaire, and she's sitting up there educating people on the morals of not stealing a $10 hat. And you're like, listen, in her mind, I'm kind of okay with her being like, they make so much fucking money. I can steal a hat and nobody cares. I get paid $1,000 a month. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, it's not that crazy.
It's not like she stole a car. I mean, there's different levels of theft.
It's not cool.
So
it's
let's
so
see.
embarrassing
It's
for
too,
her.
It's so over the top. And Ellen's sitting up there like the judge and jury. She's like George Washington, the white powdered wig. It's like, bitch, you're a billionaire. What do you know about poverty?
Hello. What's your
My
name?
sister couldn't come, so that was her souvenir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
A lot of people's sisters couldn't come. So what is your name?
Nancy.
Nancy. Oh, Nancy.
What do you think about this? It's a bit
it's
much.
disgusting.
It makes me dislike Ellen.
Yeah, it's not cool. I don't know. Like, it's just a hat.
All this
A merch hat.
like all of a sudden you're in the show and then the cameras are on you and Ellen on television, one of the most popular shows in America,
Also, like,
is burning you.
in case your boss didn't realize he just saw you on TV, what's your name?
Yeah, what's your name? Where do you live? Can I get your social security number?
You're the kind of person like when you go trick or treating and nobody's home, you don't just take the bowl. You just walk away.
Oh my God.
No.
All right. Listen, I really.
She's like, so you're the type of person that would like cheat on your spouse? You're the type of person. You're the type of person that if keys were in a car, you would just get up and take it, right?
The stuff were there for free, right? So they were like supposed to
It's
take one.
yeah.
It's so not the same as stealing from Costco.
No, not even close.
Also, she took your merch hat. That's free promotion for you. If her sister wears it on the street, it's like, shut up. It's your merch.
She shouldn't have stolen.
Yeah, of course, but
That's just, let's say that stealing
Yeah.
is wrong. Let's
Yeah.
acknowledge that right away. But Ellen,
but it's so gross.
get your billionaire ass off that fucking high horse. You goofy-faced elf-looking dancer. I don't get Ellen. I'm sorry. I just don't get Ellen. I don't understand the appeal. I don't think she's funny. I don't think she's charming. I'm sorry. I don't get Ellen.
What about Lucas Jakobiak?
I find him more interesting than Ellen.
But it's his dream to be on this show.
Well, all he's got to do is start stealing shit.
I'm sorry. That's embarrassing and everything, but let that be a lesson to you, because you think.
It is.
You think nobody's watching you, and you just need to be a good person just because you want to be a good person. You go sit in that Ellen jail over there right now.
This is so fucked. Yo, this is so fucked.
You'll steal stuff back there. Come here, this way.
This is too hard to watch.
She's putting her in a chair on the stage.
I need like a cringe protection suit.
What's your sister's name?
You know that when you feel that
All right.
cringe like shivers in your back?
Yeah.
I just felt that.
You got the
like,
cringe shivers? We need to get the masks in here. The whole hazmat suits.
this is
Well,
hard to
Anna got
watch.
you in big trouble.
Oh my
So
God.
they not okay. I guess Ellen maybe thought it was just like a playful, haha, funny thing, but they loved this clip so much they actually uploaded it on her channel. I actually think it's disgusting. I'm horrified by this.
It's got 9.2 million views.
That's a large percentage of the whole of
my
American
God.
population now knows. Oh, comments are disabled. Wow, way to be brave, Ellen.
Wow.
You know what? Fuck you, Ellen.
Wow.
If you're gonna pull this shit, you don't disable the comments. You take the heat for it. I got beef with Ellen now. This shit's out not cool. And by the way, that lady seems like not that good of a person. I don't even like her. I had a bad reception of her. But that's being said, I don't like anyone involved in this video. Fuck me. That is so stupid. I don't get Ellen. Look at her. This is her logo. She's like hiding and crawling. You ever watch an Ellen segment? I watch it and I'm always in disbelief. Like, why? Why? Hila, why? You're a woman. Tell me why do people like Ellen?
What do you think that all women
As
watch
a woman,
Ellen?
explain it to me. Yes, women love Ellen.
You just
You know she has like 9%
you just
female.
outraged all of the women in the world. I don't
me
watch
on
Ellen.
stand.
I don't know. I watch Ricky Lake.
Oh yeah, that's good shit.